After the shocking incident aboard the plane, in which Kim Taehyung, BTS's V, suddenly nosebleed and fell in Jungkook's arms, the world was shocked again by the sudden appearance of Chris Martin, the vocalist of Coldplay, who reportedly flew directly to Korea just to see Taehyung.
But why?
What exactly happened? And why did Jungkook seem so struck and silent 1,000 languages when he saw the meeting? The day was supposed to be an ordinary trip for BTS. In the framework of their secret schedule to Europe, all members board their usual private jets. But in the middle of the flight, ARMY around the world was shocked by a leaked video of one of the cabin crew that went viral on Twitter. Taehyung looks limp, leaning on Jungkook's chest, blood flowing from his nose. Jungkook hugged her tightly, his hands shaking. Taehyung is dead, become the world's trending #1 in just 8 minutes. Internal HYB sources said that the air pressure on the plane was unstable. But many netizens suspect something else. If it's just air pressure, why is Jungkook's face so tight? Why did HYB hastily delete the video? Questions began to arise. But not finished speculation that spread, the world of fandom back in uproar less than 48 hours after the incident. British and South Korean media reported that Chris Martin, lead singer of the legendary band Coldplay, landed secretly in Incheon. He appeared to be alone, with no other Coldplay members, accompanied by only one personal assistant. The goal? South Korea. Not for the tour, not for the concert, but to see Taehyung. Dispatch reporters who followed Chris's car since the airport even called. Chris went straight to the hospital where Taehyung was secretly treated by HYB. This is definitely not an ordinary visit. And when Chris arrived at Taehyung's room, Jungkook walked out of the room, alone, fell silent.
Get down.
Didn't say a word. As soon as news of this meeting leaked, the ARMY exploded. Twitter, TikTok, and even the mainstream media can't help but speculate. Chris Martin and Taehyung were very close during the My Universe collaboration. But until it comes straight like this, what the hell is going on? Why did Jungkook leave the room when Chris came? Is he angry? Jealous? Offended? There was even a wild theory that the relationship between Chris and Taehyung was more than just musician friends. Some fans say that My Universe is not just a song about two worlds, but Two Hearts Point. One of the most heart-wrenching moments was when Dispatch's camera captured Jungkook's expression while sitting on a hospital bench alone. His hand was still wearing a large hoodie, but it was clear that he was clenching his fists until his knuckles turned white, an eyewitness said. He sits like a statue. His eyes were empty. It's like losing something precious. The fans began to translate this moment in different ways. Some say that Jungkook feels left out. Others wrote that he was probably trying to make room for Taehyung and Chris, but not a few also mentioned that there was a wound that could not be seen, a wound in Jungkook's heart. Adding to the embers in the speculation, HYB Entertainment did not release a single official statement. Even when all the media asked about Taehyung's condition and Chris Martin's visit, not a single word came out from the agency. HYB trying to cover up something. Is there a secret contract between Coldplay and BTS that is not yet known to the public? Netizens continued to express. We have a right to know. We care about Taehyung. HYB, why are you guys always silent when there is such a big thing like this? A hospital official who did not want to be named revealed to Korean media that after Chris Martin's visit for less than an hour, Taehyung was seen shedding tears. Not in public, not on camera, but quietly, when Chris had already left and the room was quiet again. He sat looking out the window. His face looked calm, but his eyes wet. It was as if there was a huge burden that she could not tell anyone about, the source said. This fact immediately made global netizens react violently. Many consider Taehyung's tears not because of pain but because of loss. Or maybe regret. Then, where did Jungkook go then? After being seen leaving the room when Chris arrived, Jungkook did not show up at the hospital for 2 whole days. No photos, no witnesses, no explanation. Even the HYB staff were confused. We thought he was just out for a bit, but he's really gone. Even the manager himself lost contact, said one of the insiders. When he is finally seen again, Jungkook shows up at a small music studio in the Hongdae area. Alone. Bring a guitar. And his face was pale. Very different. The army began to speculate. Was Jungkook trying to calm himself through music? Is he writing a song for someone or about someone? It didn't take long for the investigative army to re-uncover suspicious signs in the past. During the BTS x Coldplay collaboration My Universe, Chris and Taehyung's closeness has been talked about a lot. Chris always called Taehyung soulful. He even hugged her tighter than the other members. In the collaboration documentary, Chris said, "I feel like I've known V for a long time." Now that Chris Martin is willing to fly across continents just to see Taehyung and not the other BTS members. Wild speculation can't be stopped. Have they been close for a long time but not known to the public? Is this a deeper, more personal, more emotional relationship? Chris Martin came just for Taehyung? It's true love between friends. I saw Taehyung crying. The world is too cruel to him. Yet the other side of fandom is starting to feel worried, even jealous. Some hardline fans voiced, "Why is Chris only looking at Taehyung? Why not all members?" Jungkook looks sad. Is it because he feels abandoned? Until Chris and Taehyung have a secret relationship. I'm out of fandom. A few days after his disappearance, Jungkook released a snippet of the song on his personal account. The sound of the guitar is slow, the lyrics are not clear, but the sound, full of wounds, full of silence. The song contains only one sentence. "You gave your heart to someone who's not me." The army exploded. Many interpreted this song as an expression of Jungkook's hurt heart, who felt that his love was not reciprocated. But by whom? Is this for Taehyung? Is he in love with his best friend? This song is like a farewell letter that was never sent. Jungkook, you're not alone. Finally, HYB released an official statement that, instead of explaining, made the situation even more confusing. Thank you for your concern for Taehyung. At the moment he is resting. Regarding the arrival of Chris Martin, we have no further comment. Please allow room for recovery. No mention of Jungkook. Not to mention the mental state of the other members. Does not deny rumors. Netizens are also getting angry. Are you hiding something? Where is your empathy for Jungkook? We need an explanation, not an evasion. Now, the world is witnessing one of the most sensitive chapters in BTS's history. Taehyung is hurt physically and emotionally. Jungkook is silent and moves away. Chris Martin comes and goes like the wind. Is this the end of Jungkook and Taehyung's friendship? Or is it just the beginning of a new chapter that they are not ready to open to the world? A few days after Chris Martin's departure, HYB posted a photo of Taehyung's recovery on BTS official social media. In the photo, Taehyung appears to be sitting on a hospital bed with a slight smile, holding a sunflower, a flower known to be his favorite. However, ARMY is no ordinary fandom. In a matter of minutes, thousands of fans dissected the details of the photo. His eyes are swollen. It was clearly out of tears. His hands are shaking. Just look at his index finger. It's unnatural. On the table next to him was a bracelet that Chris Martin had worn during a concert. Speculation again flooded the comments column. HYB wants us to believe that she's okay. But Taehyung is holding something back. Was that smile really from his heart? Or was it because the agency told him to? More surprisingly, there was not a single comment from Jungkook. Usually, if one of the members falls ill, Jungkook is the first to comment on Weverse or write a message. But this time, silence.
Quiet.
It was as if a wall had suddenly been built between them. An old Instagram live that didn't get crowded before, fans found a snippet of the video where Jungkook speaks in a low, barely audible voice. Sometimes someone you trust the most can change in an instant, and you can do nothing but wait. The video was immediately linked by the ARMY to the current situation.